Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is the Faves and Fails season. This is the spring season. I'm a bit late getting this video out because I have had a very busy time of it this last month, so I haven't been able to film it. There's not much, I must admit. I have been testing quite a few things out of my most recent Bella box, so it's been keeping me busy. I've had a few little hiccups there with my skin and things, so I haven't been wearing makeup as much, so I've got a few things to talk about, so let's get into it. First up is the Bellapierre Cosmetics Brown Eyed Girl eyeshadow palette, and that was this one. This one's very, I'll explain in a minute. We'll see if we can get it to, there it is. To be honest, this is a fail. I did not like this at all. The glitter just goes everywhere, and it's a weird consistency. I'm guessing it's a glitter topper, but I would say it would probably work better with a glitter glue, which I don't have at the moment, and I can't be bothered fussing around with it. I tried it once with just doing my eyeshadow first, and it just goes everywhere. It's a weird consistency. It's almost like a big glob of glitter on your finger, and you're gently trying to pat it. It's just a lot of work, too much work for me. I like an eyeshadow palette that is versatile, so it has the transition shade, it has something for a shimmer, and it has something for your outer corner, and a liner even would be fantastic. This basically has the glitter topper, the two shimmers, and then a very darker shade, which I only found was useful for lining. For me, it's just too dark for me to use in my outer third. So yeah, that was just something I'd found myself not reaching for. Took me a long time to try the glittery shade because every time I opened the container it was just going everywhere, so it just put me off altogether. So there's not much more to say about that one. I didn't use it a lot. I can't link it because there is no link. I don't know whether the company is just not going anymore or what's happening. I actually received this through a Bella box, so that's probably why. Sometimes I get things through them, they might only be available for a month or two and then it's gone. It's very rarely happened. I think this is maybe the second product, and I've been with them for, gosh, it'd been nearly 3 years. So yes, that's pretty good. Anyway, however, that one unfortunately is a fail. Well, the next product I'm going to talk about, unfortunately, is a fail as well. So this was the, I never actually looked into this. I never actually found out if you pronounce this I Love Revolution or whether it's I Heart Revolution. So if you let me know, if you know, let me know in the comments. Because to me, it just looks like I Love Revolution, but it is the symbol of a heart. Hang on. I'll see if I can show it, if my camera will, you see it there? There it is. So I guess it could be I Heart Revolution. Anyway, let me know. This was their Chocolate Elixir Glow 2 highlighting powders. Really cool packaging. I did like that. It's like a chocolate bar. But however, straight away from my first impressions, I said that I did not like the chunky glitter in the lighter shade. I still do not like it. It is bad. It is just goes everywhere. There's lots of glitter flecks in it. However, the other shade, this one, was okay. There's not as much glitter in it, but I just do not suit the pink highlighter. It just does nothing for me. I need a gold, well, almost more champagne kind of a colour that suits me much better. Pink just looks kind of strange. But anyway, I did make sure to try and use it if I could make it work, put it that way. So it was quite a few times. I did try and force myself. And I did use the other shade as an inner corner highlight. I've used it today in the inner corner highlight, and it's really, really nice in there. For some reason the glitter isn't as prominent when you use it as an inner corner. So yes, but it's still not something I'm going to go, yeah, I'm going to have that, I'm going to wear that today kind of thing. It's just, no, not for me. However, I got sent, oh gosh, I can't even remember who this was with, whether it was with Mecca or Sephora. Anyway, a few orders, I ended up getting the same sample in this little package thing here. Hang on. So this is the sample of it here. It's this wee little thing here. Yeah. So it's RMS, what do they call it? RMS Beauty Master Radiance Base. Now when I first read it, I was like, does that mean it's something you use? You know, base usually means use on your whole face underneath. But no, it's a very versatile, what are they calling it? It can be used, yeah, as a brightener to make your foundation more luminous, or it can be used as a highlighter. Now I've been using this as a highlighter and it is brilliant. So yeah, and I found myself reaching for this one a hell of a lot more than I was reaching for that one. This is like a cream, this one. So, and it's been going on really well over top of powders. It's another thing that can be a bit iffy with a cream highlighter. Yeah, I just put some on the back of my hand, pick it up on my sponge, and then gently tap it in. Or if I'm in a hurry, I found even just using my fingers works as well. It doesn't seem to upset the makeup underneath. So if I can find it, I'll link this one down below as well, because this is a really, really nice highlighter. Very subtle, no glitter, just looks like there's a nice little something something there, if that makes sense. But very, yeah, like you can't, it's not like hugely noticeable, it's not in your face, it's just very subtle, very nice, does its job, highlights. So yeah, I will hopefully find out where I got that one from and recommend that one. If you're after a good cream highlighter, I would suggest this one. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but I am actually wearing this eyeshadow. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'm only wearing the darker, where is it? The darker highlighter shade. So this one on the end, and I lined with the darker shade. So, yeah, I wasn't sure if I mentioned that, but I mean, I can make it work, but still a lot of hassle. Right, next up. Next up is the Maybelline, what have we got? The Ultimatte, what else is it called? I think that was just what it's called, yeah. Maybelline Ultimatte Lipstick. That was this one here. Looks like this. This is another thing I found myself not really reaching for. I will say it does last. It is only a lipstick, bear in mind, so it is going to come off and wear a liner underneath to help it last a bit longer, but it's still eventually going to come off. And it's not a stain or anything, so it's not going to keep a nice, you know, little bit of colour on your lips. So it didn't wear off very nicely on me. I think that's probably what put me off. As soon as I ate, it looked like I had, you know, like, how can I explain it? Like used a lip liner instead of lipstick, you know, that kind of thing. So I wasn't too impressed with it. So I didn't find myself reaching for it. Didn't really 100% like the shade either. It really doesn't do anything for me. And then of course Bellabox, being Bellabox, sent me another shade. I was like, oh no. And this one is, what's this one? More taupe, however you say it. And the shade that I tested out was more Mauve. Okay, so they're all more something. Yeah, and this new shade is like a really browny kind of a shade. I don't know if it'll, yeah, I don't know if it'll suit me either. That's another thing about Bellabox. They do actually ask for shades and things that suit you. So usually they will try and send something in the shade that you've suggested that you like, but sometimes that shade or something similar is not available, so they just send whatever they think is best, which is what I've done with this. So yeah, no, I'm not too impressed with it. I'm not saying it's a fail. I mean, it feels nice on the lips, doesn't dry out the lips. I just don't like the way it fades, and as soon as you eat, it is gone. There's, like I said, a very fine or outline, like you've worn lip liner. I didn't find it very comfortable with a lip liner. I found it made it feel worse, so yeah. So I don't know whether you would call it a fail or not. Well, in saying that, it's not going to be something I'm going to go out and buy. I'm not going to go and see it and go, oh yeah, I really like that. I mean, it was just okay. So I guess if I weighed up the pros and the cons, yeah, nah. I think the cons would win. So no, yeah, I'll have to call it a fail. I'm trying to talk myself out of it, can you tell? Because I had so many fails this season. So anyway, I mean, this is just me though. You might want to try it yourself. It is a matte lipstick. That's another thing. Some matte lipsticks can be very drying. This wasn't. I mean, it felt okay. Just, yeah, like I said, I just didn't like the way it wore off. But hey, if you've got time to reapply, I only have one day that I'm not really flat out and I have the time to keep reapplying it. But I just didn't find myself doing that with this because I didn't really like the shade. So I guess, yeah. If it might have been a shade I liked, I guess I would have reapplied it more and more. So yeah, see, this is what I mean. This is why I talk myself out of it and I talk myself back into it. Let's just call it a maybe. Because maybe I should try it in another shade that I might actually like to see if I do like it. I'm so indecisive about this. It's a maybe. Let's leave it at that. The last thing, I saved the best for last because I loved this. I knew I would. The first time I tried it, I was like, oh wow, this is really cool. In my first impressions video of this, and I've loved it ever since. I've been wearing it a lot. So, I mean, it's not a very versatile colour, so I couldn't exactly wear it with every single eye look, but I was still wearing it as much as I could because I just love it. So this was the, what do they actually call this? Hang on. Too Faced Heart Core Lipstick. So that was this one here with this cool packaging. My camera will focus. Here we are. And this is the heart core in there. And this is just, oh, I love it. It just feels so nice. I'm wearing it right now. It feels nice and creamy and smooth. It's like a lip balm, so it's not going to last. Lip balms are not built to, you know, last all day. You have to reapply it. But I don't mind reapplying something. If I love it that much, I will just reapply it. That's, you know, no biggie. But I will make sure, of course, I wear it on a day that I actually have time to reapply it. So, but yeah, I loved this. This was, yeah, the scent, there is a scent though with this. I think I mentioned that last time, I'm not sure. And I thought it was cherry, but now that I've used it a lot more, it's almost strawberry and it's almost cherry as well. So it's not a strong scent, like a strong perfume or anything. So, you know, you won't wear it and then be like getting a headache at the end of the day. But there is a scent with it, not a taste. Okay, so there is a difference between the two. This is just a scent, not a taste. It doesn't taste like strawberry, it tastes like cherry or anything like that. Did I mention the shade? I don't know if I did. This was Sweet Tea, this shade. Yeah, and like I say, I've been wearing it as much as I can because I'm just loving it that much. So if you're after a really nice lip balm that's quite subtle, it's not in your face, feels really nice, looks good, what more can I say? This Too Faced products are available at Mecca, so I will link. This is the one thing I can actually link. Well, Maybelline, the lipstick, I can link as well, so I'll link what I can. I think it's only the Bellapierre, yeah, and something else didn't work. I think it might have been the I Heart or I Love Revolution Elixir. I'm pretty sure it's might have been a limited edition, but anything I can link I will. But yeah, if you're after this, Mecca, cannot recommend enough. So I'm going to finish off with a couple of honourable mentions that are favourites that I'm out of and going to repurchase. Just as a little reminder, these are products that I've fallen in love with and just use all the time, unless I'm trying something new, of course, but if those don't work, I always go back to these ones. So the first thing is the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit, this one here. If my camera will focus, here we are. I still love this bottle, it is so cool. So this is available, I think it's at Sephora. I always get those two mixed up, Sephora and Mecca. I'm pretty sure this one is Sephora. Used to be available in H&J's, but of course, as we know, H&J's is now shut. But yeah, I love this stuff. If you're after something that will hold your eyebrows in place, this is the one. So I'm finally out of it. So now I'm forcing myself, as much as I don't want to, I am forcing myself to try some other brow setters. I have one that I got given from my local beauty therapist. She's given me one. She actually tested it out on me that particular day, and it was quite good, but that day I didn't have eyebrow pencil on, so I was kind of like, yeah, well, I have to find out how it's going to work underneath, over top, sorry. So that'll be my first port of call to try, but other than that, after that, sorry, I'm going to be buying some to try. I'm taking the jump of trying, I don't know, brow setters, I'm a bit, because if they don't work, then it's annoying, because I have to put up with it all day, you know. So, yeah, that's kind of what put me off trying new ones. But I'm forcing myself to try new ones. Oh. Anyway, yeah, so that was the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. Then the last thing I wanted to mention is this, and this is again just something I buy as soon as it runs out, I replace it. Although in saying that, I have, well, actually, let's tell you what it is first. So this is the Pat McGrath Labs. Now, this has a long title. Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. So this looks white in the container. It does look very, very white. Okay, this is a, oh gosh, I just put it all over my fingers, that was nice. But it does not go on white. It blurs, so yeah, it blends out and it doesn't look white. It just does its job for under the eye, and that's why I've used it for a very long time. However, I have been trying other powders under the eyes. Just, I don't know, I found as I've got older, some things that I've tried when I was younger didn't work, or I didn't like the way they looked. I've tried them now and it's different. So the skin changes as we get older, so of course things like that are going to happen. One thing I have been doing is using my Mercier powder under my eyes. Now I got put off doing that a long time ago because I thought it didn't look right. It just didn't have the blurring effect, didn't have, you know, what this does basically. But then I tried it again, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago now, under the eye, and it was fine. I've done it today under the eye and it was fine. So it just goes to show, I guess, that things change, or maybe at the time when I did do it the first time I'd done something different. I don't know. Anyway, if I'm in a hurry, I can use that. It's good to know that I can use my Mercier powder. So that's this one here. I managed to get a big size this time. They very rarely have it. They sell out quick at these. If I'm in a hurry, I can use that under my eyes and on the whole face. So it's quite versatile, you know, if I'm in a hurry. But anyway, however, before I started using other powders, this was always my go-to powder for under the eyes. It does its job. It stops your concealer from creasing and lasts all day. As I said, I will have what I can linked down below in the description box, so you can just click on the link, have a look, and see if it's something you'd like to spend your money on. Well, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video and are finding these helpful, I guess. I'm hoping to have next season more things, although summer season is probably my worst out of all the seasons, because we have a summer holiday in there, and we are usually quite busy in the summer, so I might not have much in that one either, but we shall see. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye!